stages. That is what they have to diminish coming into game number 4 if they want to extend this to a 5-game series.
Match point for the Valley. It's time for RRQ Akira, now or never, to equalize. In the draft we go. Game number 4, RRQ Akira opting to go back into the first pick. The Valley now on the red side. So far, I do believe that the blue side has still been getting much more success overall, not just in the series, right, at M4.
Wonder if RRQ Akira is inclined to just ban out the carry once again, or maybe the Kaja, as they did. I'm pretty sure that the Valley wants to ban that out too, because they want to secure the Eve once again, or maybe just snatch it away from RRQ Akira. So if you're RRQ Akira, well, it is going to be the carry. So Glue and Kaja, the choice for the Valley, what will they open up?
Well, Blue's banned already by RRQ Akira, right? So again, it's either the Kaja right now, Valentina, Yves. I think at this point, yeah, that's going to be the Kaja ban coming through. RRQ Akira needs to secure the Yves away from Hoon, right? Hoon has been doing so much on the Yves. Even in the games that he doesn't get MVP on, he still has such a massive impact in the game, just based on how oppressive he is in the mid lane and how active he is on the map, rotating together with Super Shark.
Yep,
there you go.
So switcheroo happening right on the desk. It is going to be RRQ Akira picking up that Yves instead of that Farsa. But I'm pretty sure Hoon does play other heroes, right?
This is Claude Grok, I think.
Yeah.
I think it just makes total sense to pick up the Claude and the Grok this time. Or maybe something like Claude and Yuzhong as they opened up in game number 2. They eventually did not win the match, you think, opening up with the Yuzhong, but at the same time, there's a lot of like value that you get out of it. But yeah, Claude Grok, nothing can go wrong.
Flex.
Yeah.
Oof. Strikes again.
Oof strikes again, right? RRQ Akira though, now, what do they want to take? Usually in these games, well, usually the second phase comes down to a Farsa pick,
yeah,
right? But now they already have a Yves.
Farsa Cho, maybe?
I think it's time for the Benedetta to come through, right? Takashi's been finding a whole lot of success, but it was banned out. That's the thing now. There's so many heroes that they would love to pick right now. Good matchup against the Grok, but it's just really tough. Even if they go for the Yuzhong now, up against the Claude.
Yeah, I think Yuzhong Farsa or maybe Cho Farsa. The Farsa is they already have the Eve, like, so maybe Yuzhong and Cho, or Cho, I mean.
I think the Cho did really well in game number 1. There you go. It will get locked in.
Okay.
And on top of that, I feel like they're really greedy, right? Going all for the Yuzhong and that Cho, especially how Oof prescribed.
I think, you know, with all of the good ultimates that you can snatch, I think this is the time for the Valentina to be picked up by the Valley.
Please.
All right, let's go.
My heart can't take this.
At this point, I'm done predicting, right? I mean, like, we got the man here already.
We got a drafter here for both teams.
Yeah, he says something and they listen, all right? That's what happens here. Valley now go for Ulf's pick.
Yeah, I feel like the most important thing is whatever the Valley chooses, or whatever Wolf chooses for the Valley, is that they need to play to their strength.
Lilia can work
killing
here.
people, killing players from the enemy team. Lilia could work well here, but Bomazay will pick up the Fredrin.
Okay, so yeah, the Fredrin should just be the jungler here, so they are utilizing the Grok to flex around the XP and the roam position. Leslie ban still, very good ban against the Claude now. And honestly, right now, for RRQ Akira, it's time to really try to go for a Boolean lane up against the Claude. Last game, they went for a Beatrix, and the current Beatrix doesn't lane well against the Claude. The Claude is actually going to be able to do a bit more. Now with the Lolita ban, you can really see what they want to do, right? It's the Brody. Come on.
It's the Brody. It's all about the early game burst. So you go with the Cho and the Yuzhong, and then you just output the damage. Not even relying on your torn apart memory, just the raw damage output and the stun coming out from the Brody that could be really good. Or the Valley, I really like this Leslie ban because it kind of secures the fact that this squad will have a great time. Oh, Super Shark. Last time we're knocking them down. This time we're knocking them out.
What a poet. What
he doesn't say much, but when he says something, it's spicy, dude.
It's spicy. Oh my goodness. By the way, I really like this Ling ban because there's a threat that RRQ Akira just can go and pick up the Lunox and then go for a scaling jungler so that they can output the damage.
Whoa, the Farsa. Honestly, now it's time, right? I mean, Valley Lilia fits so well into their composition. Or technically they can go for that Valentina. A lot of big ults to take. If they want to just shred through the Yuzong, they can pick the Lunox too, but the Lilia comes in. Hey, Wolf, your knowledge is rubbed off on me. RRQ Akira, it's not the booty, it's the Harith. Wait, no way.
All right, so Harith and Marcus. Okay, so you can go back to the Kufra now if you are the Valley and just put this Grab going up against the Yuzhong in the XP lane.
I think Kufra is really good right here from the side of the Valley because the frog is a big one, but no, it's going to be a Lapu Lapu instead. When you land out the Zaman Force, you can basically expect this Harith to be in that zone. It makes you predictable. But another thing that I also like from the side of the Valley, the Lilia pick though, is really more flexible in my opinion because you know your RRQ will definitely dive heavy, right? You want something that has that second chance to just basically output the damage after you've been dove upon.
It just makes total sense. Like, if you pick the Valentina, surely you have like good ultimates to snatch. You have the damage.
Yes.
You have the late game scaler. But Lilia is more reliable when it comes to outputting the damage. So now, if you go with the Yuzhong, if you go with the Grab and the Fredrin, you have supplementary damage, right? And you make it so that you protect the Cloud while also outputting the damage. It's just very smart to think about. And it really fits the bill of what the Valley wants to do.
Yes.
That is actually LaFell.
That's maybe LaFell.
Oh, it's the Ico and Combat Cat too. One more is what they're saying. And yes, that is factual. One more is all the Valley needs. Tennis endorse Naya, and once again, game number 4. RRQ Akira. It's time for them to equalize, or it's time for the Valley to take this series and knock another champion out.
Just one more. That's what the Valley is asking for, and it's up to how to perform in this particular game. King will be starting at the purple, Mobazane starting at the orange. Mobazane going back to the Fredrin, something that he's very comfortable with. Another thing that I also would like to talk about is that the mid lane matchup, there's a lot of wave clear right there, and Hoon technically has a big power spike right now, could try to shove against RRQ Akira.
Even went for the Purifier, knowing that there's a lot of like crowd control coming out from RRQ Brazil, knowing that if you Takashi dives you want to go for the Purifier so that you can get out. One thing that is the focus now for RRQ Akira is that they have great early game if they use their composition correctly. Harith is can be activated much earlier than the Claude. And you also have the Martis. How good is King? Is he gonna play the sustain game, or is he going for the aggression with the damage output? We'll find out. So far though, the Valley, 50%. That's high actually.
That is very high, right? And for RRQ Akira, this is something that we have come to know about them. They're very passive early on. They like to actually avoid these team fights, just going in for a bit of poke and then maneuvering around the neutral objective. So the different styles at play here. The Valley have been a bit more successful with their style, and I think overall, teams who prioritize kills have been, finding more success here at M4.
It's all about the burst, it's all about the kills, it's all about the bloodbath. But this time, the Valley, they will just have to wait for their ultimates once again. I think that now that they're doing what RRQ Brazil has been doing. Give ultimate to Hoon, give ultimate to Super Shark.
Well, both of them are doing this right now. You can see it. There you go. Hoon gets spotted. Peekaboo, Sagan finds him, Takashi gets level 4, and Mobazane is actually going to be the first one on the turtle, resetting it really well for his team, just to get a bit more pressure down before they go for it. But RRQ, with a proper response too, they clear out the waves, and now it's 50-50 around the turtle.
Yeah, but no, Super Shark flicker forward with the wild charge at the same time. That was going to be first blood given over to the side of the Valley as well. Lewis stuck in a very awkward place, flickers all the way out to safety. King will have to get on the way. The turtle will definitely go into the side of the Valley.
That 50% first blood rate is rising now. The Valley again with another first blood, dude.
Oh, my goodness, that looked beautiful. And that's the reason why you pick up the Lilia.
Their threat is just so crazy, right? Both these two teams, especially RRQ Akira. Personally, if I'm the Valley playing this particular game, I feel like RRQ Brazil, the way that they literally strangle my game plan is there, and then all of a sudden the Valley pops up.
Oh, the steal. It's not a steal. Something gets out. Justa trying to deal the damage, but man, that play by Super Shark, that was a weird angle to get the wild charge on, and he executed it really well.
I mean, sometimes you want to go for the maximum value where you get like the knock-up and the stun. That moment, Super Shark just opted to go for Flicker and the knock-up so that the other members of the Valley can follow up with the stun themselves. With Fight Chicken and Mobazane being in there, plus the supplementary damage from Hoon, it allowed them to take the turtle easier. compared to RRQ Brazil. That's why they now have 1,000 gold lead.
And here, with 1,000 gold lead, we all know that the Valley are really good at, just grasping onto that lead. They're utilizing it really well by already rotating across the map. Oh, giving a little bit more pressure. Wide, now going to be caught very low. King's looking for it.
Takashi does have the big black dragon, but White Chicken, well, recalls with the chicken recall.
Nice usage of the flicker mid-animation of the ultimate, the bravest fighter, so that he definitely will not be clipped by King. And the fact that this Martis doesn't have any kill or assist at 4 minutes, that's not how you want to play the Martis.
Yeah, and Zane is actually out-farming him too, right? Getting a bit more XP down. The gold is still very easily, turned around. RRQ Akira, this is their style. They like to play it passively, waiting for Gusta to get to those item power spikes. And even in the gold lane so far, I do believe Basic has been getting just the better trades in general, clearing out the waves properly. And Luis with the kick. Onto the wrong side, though.
Yeah, that's a kick wasted by the side of RRQ Akira, right? Especially going into this total fight going in. Luis will have to walk in without his ultimate, whereas the Valley, they have everything on board.
That mid-control is doing them justice. Black Dragon form, though, by Takashi.
Black Dragon form by Takashi. Sagan will be able to find an angle on top of real world manipulation. Takashi actually causing a lot of trouble against the Valley at the same time. Super Shark a little bit low. Has to try to spin. But White Chicken, he's already here as well. What was Zane? Oh no, Takashi will be bringing down the Grok. Luis finds Hun as well, but Hun is a little bit low, but he's continuing to chase. He has the friends to chase down Luis, but Luis, that troll, super slick.
All right, turtle per kill. Which one is worth it here, the turtle or the kill?
I guess the fact that it is only the Grako was taken out, which is a roamer, not much importance when it comes to like the economy and the growth of a roamer because you get ambient gold anyways. This is much more for the Valley. As Mobile Zane secures the second, it's a global gold, you give it to the Claude as well.
Yeah. Oh, White Chicken, he goes ham at the bottom lane. The Black Lizard will fall.
Man, wow, what a play here by White Chicken. Hey, that's the
flex. That is the flex. And speaking of flexing, Luis, where are you gonna go? Hun takes Luis down right off the bat. So much flexing happening around the Valley.
Oh, this is a problem. Super Shark now has got the Radiant Armor. He's going to be tanking through majority of the damage output of RRQ Brazil. Only physical damage output could come from a Martis as well as the Yu Zhong, and they're not big bursts. They're not big chunks. They're not be able to be lethal against the Valley. And now Harith as well as the Eve nullified by RRQ, by the Valley.
Look at how much amount of damage Mobile Zane is actually absorbing.
Wait,
He's actually taking so much. Not only just that, Zane actually took away the orange buff. And Takashi, what are you going to do in the Black Dragon form? He's just going to spin around, just buying some time. But RRQ Akira, they're not given any time at all. They don't have enough damage.
And look at the wave denial in the XP lane. White Chicken knows that the minions will be able to take it down, just leaves it there so that...
Okay, let's go and go all the way in. It's going to be the Purify will be activated. Lewis will not be able to connect the Dragon, but would not be able to convert into any kills as well.
We did not see it, but you saw Takashi taken out by White Chicken. Just one combo. You know that's the counter, right? Lapu Lapu can take out Yu Zhong, especially with a massive lead when it comes to the economy. And then Super Shark just making it so that he's defending.
Okay, this could be it. The Zaman Force going in alongside with the Real World Manipulation. Hun just dropping bombs from afar.
Takashi.
No, the Valley was able to defend, but Zane, look at that in the mid lane. Holy moly.
Man, so much aggression here. So many 1v1s happening across the map. And like you mentioned, Wolf, this is the second time that Takashi has been solo killed by Wide. And you can see there's the zoning from Super Shark.
Super Shark going in the wall charge as well. Basic focusing on the turret. White Chicken already engaging. The flicker. Luis will be taken down as now King desperately trying to spin away. That's one kill given over to the Valley.
Chicken is on point, man. My goodness, he's feeling it right now. 4,000 gold lead. That's the third kill over and a flashy one onto Chicken. King gonna get zoned away from his own jungle. Zane's 2 levels ahead, about to be 3. Chicken, not again, man.
No. I think Chicken, he could be able to get it no matter how Zaman Force zipping zapping. You won't be enough. White Chicken, okay, he missed us the stun, but look at the amount of regen for both these two. But Hun, he's here and he's looking for blood. Hun does have the boots. He has to find away right now. King desperately trying to buy for time, but Hun will get stuck. Decimate to clean
Meanwhile, look at the bottom lane.
There's
it's the
so
base
many
turret.
action happening around Mirko. It's just crazy. The aggression coming up from the Valley.
Oh man, and on top of that, they pick up a turret too. Zayn against 4.
Zayn against 4. Zama 4 is going in at the same time. Here comes the blazing duet coming off the base,
Zayn!
spreading onto Zayn. But Zayn takes down Takashi.
Oh, they're still
It's
going.
just crazy. Gusta Lagusta will not be able to survive as
Zayn.
well. Basic
Wow.
by Moba Zayn. He's chasing Louis down. It's just so crazy when you give a fragile to Moba Zayn. This is what you get.
The crossbow play coming out from the Valley allows for White Chicken to push top. So no matter what happened, even if it was a trade, it will be in the favor of the Valley. If it was just like a man-for-man exchange, it was in favor of the Valley already. Then they get the turret up top. Then they get Lord Influence. The Valley is just destroying the map of RRQ Akira. This game is theirs.
It comes down to 3 winning lanes for the Valley, right?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
except
true,
for the gold
that's
lane,
true.
but with 2 winning lanes in the mid lane and the XP lane, that's just it. There's not much pressure that RRQ Akira can play with, especially around the turtle that they've been trying to constantly force.
They're not gonna be invading the orange buff this time. 13 levels onto Moba Zayn. King even
Wide.
being
Oh,
zoned
no.
out. The stun connects.
It's not going to be enough. The Marta is proven to be a little bit too elusive, but the Valley is picking up fights in RRQ Akira's side of the jungle. It's just, I don't know how to climb up from this. Just not enough damage coming out from Akira's side of the roster.
Oh man, Zayn is feeling it again. You can see the buy, you can see the
Wow.
Kalas coming in. 3-man recall. Hoon, just join him. Just join. 4-man. Wide. No, he's not going for it, but that's a 4-man recall in front of the base of RRQ Akira. And they might just be looking to dive in right here, right now, with Lord marching down in that bottom lane towards the base turret that's half HP.
The turret will, at the bottom side, will be able to be taken down. Look at how clumped up the Valley is. Lewis doesn't really dare to actually go into the Jit Kundo to knock people up. It's just nothing that RRQ Akira can do, but maybe this one, but I'm not too sure about whether Takashi wants to do this.
Look at
Want
him.
to clear the waves. At this point, defense is what RRQ Akira wants to do. They will just want to survive this, and they're doing it carefully. When you think about it, this is just 10 minutes into the game, and you have to commit so much just to defend.
Yeah, they have to come in a little bit to
Wide.
make a lot, but White Chicken going in the back line, basic zoning out with the blazing duet. It's only just Gusta Lugusta left in the own line, but that's the knockout coming out. White Chicken get kicked. Super Shot will be there to take him down. Takashi will be picking up that kill. Red One manipulation successfully defends Akira, and they survive for another fight.
Good value from RRQ Akira in terms of kills, but they did lose that base turret in that bottom lane. So honestly, it's still worth it for the
Shark.
Valley, and they're going to be able to seal away the purple buff.
Okay, Zaman Force going in. Gusta Lugusta is probably the only hope left for the side of Akira,
Oh!
but oh, that's the holy hope that is already gone. And now Mobaze pushing on the Vantage. King will be able to just get out of dodge for now, but
Basic.
Basic, oh, look at them. They're hungry and they want the kills.
2 for 0, just as you say that Gusta is the last hope. He gets melted down by Basic. 4-0 and 4 on the Claude. Moba Zayn tanking the turret up, showing absolutely no respect. 9,000 gold lead, the thumbs up as well. They're looking for another turret.
They're filling it, but Lewis, what can you do? You're kicking super shot all the way in the back line. It's going to be Satan happening in the real one manipulation as well. Gusta Lugusta going into Zama Fox. That's Fried Chicken in the back line, just wrecking some havoc. The damage coming Gusta Lugusta could be the only saving grace, but it's up to whether he actually pick up a good fight. But here comes the invisible dragon coming out of Takashi. The Petrify going down, but here comes Basic at the same time, doing some damage in the back line. But here comes also the blazing duet. No enough damage and not enough heal for Akira, and they
Gusta.
winning the fall. Gusta trying to actually getting out, but that's not enough. The Valley is just stalling on Brazil.
It is all over for RRQ Akira. The 4-man recall. The Valley knocks them out. It's another FPL champion under the belt of the Valley.
The Slayers of MPL. The Valley, looking scary. Even in M3, we almost counted them out. Even in M4, we were counting them out during the group stage.
And everybody just stepped up for the side of the Valley. They won each of their lanes. White Chicken was destroying Takashi. Many parts of that match. You can see Super Shark just being so good at initiating, so good at providing vision for his teammates. Basic, knowing where to go. And Moba Zayn was actually the one who caught the Harris many times in this game. Underrated in this matchup and how he uses the
Wrong
Frederick.
way.
He knows where and how to time his knockoffs, his taunts. Hoon, of course, the massive play with the Lilia.
Well, for the crowd here, for all the Valley fans, give it up one more time for the Valley as they make their way across the stage. Analysts, we're going to throw it back to you to dissect again what happened in this game.
No big turnarounds this time. The Valley secures the victory. But with this, we also gotta say, it's been a long journey. Congratulations to RRQ Akira to make it this far. It was a noble fight, but now we gotta break down the final match of this series. My name is Afel, alongside with me is Leo, as well as the very excited Assassin Dave.
Oh, it's the Valley, dude.
The Valley, dude.
Valley, dude.
It's the Valley, dude. That was incredible, by the way. If Game 2 was debut for Chicken's Dead domination, Game 3, what can we say? I'm out of words, right? That was just one set. You don't see too much one-on-one kills in entire M4. And last game, you see Chicken just popping off left and right, getting kills at Tier 1 tower, extended all the way to Tier 2, close to the high ground base on the bottom side. This man is on a mission.
Before we started the entire match, even we talked about it in the earliest stages of this analyst, where I wanted to see Fight Chicken as well as Takashi, because for RRQ Akira, Takashi is really the one moving the entire game, but Takashi couldn't do much.
Yeah, no, Astro Thunder is out of his depth here. If you think about it, on a man-to-man basis, if you're counting all the roles, all the lanes, game start, RRQ Akira was just already out of it, right? So there was only one way that they could come around after the draft is they have to go fast, right? They have to make sure that Gusta Lagusta gets the perfect box, set up that Zaman force, and then win lane from there and then turn into fights. But here it just didn't happen. Again, you mentioned Fight Chicken was popping off with those 1v1s. Shark set up so well with the ults, and the numbers is going to show you that 12 minutes 45 so fast. It's very difficult to come back from this.
I gotta say, for this game, it's very clear how RRQ Akira before this, they won of the crazy comeback of the chill pickoff. But in this game, it's so difficult because looking at the draft coming in from the Valley, both Hoon as well as Basic, they're both using the Purifies. So catching them is almost impossible. And if you try to catch Hoon, he also has that black shoes. There's no way for the Valley to be caught off guard.
Yeah, on top of that, Valley this game played together really tightly. Their rotation are close up, they're tight up together. It's really, really nice, really, really clean game come out from Valley. And I gotta say, if you look at the items coming out from Basic here, he didn't really have any defense at him at all. It's pure damage, right? The last item, he's going for immortality, but again, he didn't even get over there just to show you, because usually the goal lane items reflects how much advantage your entire team has, and just show you how much goal lead they have throughout the entire game.
It's come to the point where, again, King, the way he builds his jungler, plays an integral role in how the rest of RRQ Akira performs, right? If you're looking at this Martis, it's 100% kill participation, yes, but it has to be maybe more than just participation because they didn't get any kills. I think we were looking at, what, 5 or 6 minutes in, and was it Wolf or someone on the desk saying, yeah, that Martis has 0 kills right now. That's not what you want.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like almost the setup as well is not really there, because watching the game sometimes is a little bit uncoordinated, where Luis is there. He's ready to catch someone, but no one is really there to really follow up. And I gotta say, the carry, Gusta Lagusta, we've seen moments where he activated the Zaman Force, he has the damage, but there's no one really there to peel for him. So he's just super vulnerable towards the damage, and I kind of feel like that uncoordination in this last game in the series really detrimental towards their game.
Compare that to how Basic played, right? You mentioned how he does not have any defense items, which you're so used to seeing Claude's pick up a casual Athena shield, right? Or an immortality even. This just shows that the way the Valley drafted and played this game, Basic was just free to do whatever he wants. Even when Tekashi finds him, they know that he's already run out. He spent his ult, he spent his Petrify, and then he just needs to relocate with the BMI and then wreak havoc into the backline of RRQ Akira.
Yeah, absolutely. That shows how much advantage the entire team has. And this is the first game coming out from the Valley actually had advantage in the first hurdle in the entire series, right? And obviously the MVP gonna go to none other than fried chicken, the Buddha Nasi Ayam. That's what I have tonight, spicy chicken.
Well, I mean, if you could 1v1 the Yuzong, and then he almost won the 1v1 against Gusta Lagusta, if only the Chrono Dash was like an inch shorter, I kind of feel like Fried Chicken would have taken that 1v1 as well.
I don't think no one won that 1v1, so I'll take that as a win for Fight Chicken. The fact that he sent back home Gusta Lagusta, I think this is from the top lane, if I'm not mistaken. Looking at the build, he's going for hybrid here. He has some defense in the Dominance Ice, and then he just went sustain plus some penetration in the Hunter Strike and the Bloodlust Axe. The fact that, again, his stats are relatively average for a game wherein he popped off explains a lot, given that he is an XP laner.
And most importantly, his mechanic on Lapu Lapu was insane, right? You saw on top side when Harith about to kill him, he was able to use the passive dash to minion to dodge the skill 1. And let's take a look at the heat map from 5 to 10 minutes. Start off from EXP lane, have a lane swap going to the top side, and you can see a lot of activity and then come back. He doesn't just lock himself in the top lane because his job is to actually balance the side lane minions. And wherever there's a minion wave that need to be balanced, he's the guy to go for it because he can sustain and he can give vision. He can also one-on-one as well, and you can see that from this map.
Honestly, this team, I am colorblind, but he's not in his own jungle. He's always in RRQ Akira's place. Like, he's in their waves, in their jungle. Like, he forgot where his base was.
Yeah, no, looking at it as well, I was just thinking, yeah, that's normal. He's trying to help Zayn get some far, but no, he was the one actually who was actively invading, and then come midway through, he was the one actively jumping through. And really, who was there to punish him, right?
Yeah.
King wasn't going to punish him. Gusta Lagusta wasn't ready quite yet. Luis wants to kick him, but that's the worst possible target from the Valley, maybe second to Shark. So yeah, no, Fly Chicken really put so much on the map for RQ to deal with.
But hey, look at this highlight here. They just show you that even 4v5, Valley was winning without Chicken, right? But going forward though, I mean, even though we're watching the highlight, Valley will be facing either ONIC or ECHO Esports. I mean, that looks kind of scary going forward. Is this split pushing strategy coming from Chicken going to win them the game, or are we going to see something different?
Now, honestly, looking at this, I understand what you're saying, but again, looking at the highlights, we can definitely see RRQ Akira losing a little bit of that focus because time and time again, Gusta Lagusta dashes in front. But as an Harv, you could tank a little bit, but you don't want to tank too much because you can handle some crowd control, you can handle some damage. But if at all possible, please, like, take some damage away from Gusta Lagusta, and we didn't see that. But overall, it is an amazing fight between both teams.
Yep, in a 3-1 victory, the Valley sends home RRQ Akira. We wish our friends from Brazil all the best and a fruitful 2023 for your MPL.
Valley, dude.
Yeah, Valley dude. With that being said, Mara as well as Clara are already ready to talk with the Valley dudes.
Here with us on the outside stadium,